Tantor with a recap of Georgia Tech's 31-23 loss to UGA. Well, I could get really angry and start screaming and cursing, and cursing's not allowed on Coach and Crew's show. I'll get banned again. But did I expect Georgia Tech to win this game? No. Did I want Georgia Tech to win this game? Absolutely. Did I think Georgia Tech could win this game? Yes. In warm-ups, I watched one All-American tight end slip, injure himself, and go over to the trainers and not to be seen again. Things are looking up because we have nobody that can cover Bowers. And then we get a fumble recovery on the first series against Georgia. Things are looking up more. We've got a chance in this one. We have to make plays. And as I said on Rec Talk last week, the offense had to score every time they touched the ball, keep it within one score, and some kid on defense would make a play. We had a couple kids on defense made plays. We had a big-time interception in the end zone, and we had a fumble recovery. So a couple kids did make plays. The offense just couldn't score every time they touched the ball. So I thought we had a chance. We kept it within a score. There is no such thing as moral victories, so don't give me that kind of BS in the comment section. You either win or you lose. We lost. We got a bowl game coming up, and we haven't been able to say that in 5 years. And we suffer, we complain, we bitch, moan about this game, and we get back to work for going to the bowl. And that's what we need to do. Get back to work. So we'll stick with the thing that I did all season long, what I liked, what I didn't like. Probably going to surprise you guys. What I liked, the offensive line. I thought this is the best I've seen the offensive line play all season long. I thought they made holes in the running game. We ran for, by my calculations, I haven't looked up since this is, 1:30, 2:30 in the morning after the game. I haven't looked up the stats, but my calculations had us running for about 200 yards on UGA, and the offensive line really deserves credit for that. They did fantastic. And UGA wasn't able to really pressure us. Yeah, they had 2 sacks on Haynes King. Both of them I would put on Haynes King. He held the ball too long on both plays. He should not have been sacked all game. I thought the offensive line played an A game. I haven't said that all season, and I've said this before. Last year, this offensive line was the worst I've ever seen. And now, against the number 1 team in the country, nationally ranked, known for their defense, hell, half the players on the Philadelphia Eagles are Georgia Bulldog linemen, all right? This offensive line did a great job tonight, period. All right? I like the running backs. They ran hard, well, didn't put the ball on the ground. I thought they were very effective. Haynes King running the ball was very effective with a couple touchdowns. Thought it was good. I thought Haynes King put the ball in his receiver's hands pretty well. Singleton Jr., he caught the ball tonight. He could have had 2 very, very good plays where he caught the ball but stepped out of bounds both times. So those 2 plays could have made a difference. But, Haynes King, I know his numbers are not going to look good on the passing side, but that's really not his fault. His receivers have to help him out. And there's definitely a problem with that. I like the defensive line, and I know that's going to shock people because Georgia ran, from what I saw, about 250. There were holes there, but I thought the defensive line was able to make plays, and if they would have had some help from most of the linebacking core, Eifert played fantastic. He was the leading tackler again by my numbers, and I thought Eifert he did a fantastic job. I would like to see him fill the hole more on more of attacking. Fill the hole. Don't receive the running back. Strike a blow. Step into the hole, strike a blow on the back. I thought with a couple of big-time misses, the DBs played decent tonight. I thought the corners were on. We did get beat a couple times. Slot got beat a few times. One of the outsides got beat once to give up a big play, but for the most part, guys competed. And that's what I liked. Guys were out there competing. I don't think our defense is very good, and that's being nice. I kind of think our defense sucks as a whole. The whole picture of the defense really isn't very good, and I think that's from the top down. Fish rots from the head down. And I don't think our concept of defense is very good. And my philosophy in defense is take your players, find out what they do well, and put them in position to succeed. I don't think we do that. I have no idea what our coaching staff thinks some of these kids do well, but obviously it's not playing defense out on the field. Okay? It's not. They might be good football players, but it's not playing their position out there defensively. And it's just not good. So, but the philosophy, can't stand the philosophy. This zone defense that they have, this 2 linebacker drill when UGA is missing their star tight end. They're missing their number 1 wide receiver. They're not going to throw the ball on you. Right? They're going to come and run it down your throat. That's what they did. They ran it down your freaking throat. So come out there with 3 linebackers that want to hit somebody and want to play, and have your defensive line, penetrate, play single gap, put pressure on them. And for the most part, they didn't do that. One of the things I didn't like, go into that now, was the defensive concept. I saw us go in with a dime defense with 6 defensive backs on 3rd and 9. Georgia ran on them and picked up 15 because Georgia just knows where the weaknesses are. They're just better coached. And that's sad. But they are better coached, and they were able to take advantage of our weaknesses. And the defensive coaching, the defensive philosophy is the biggest weakness on this team, and it has to be addressed this offseason. So the defense, I had very low expectations for them. Just make a couple plays in the game, get a couple takeaways, and they did it. So the defense accomplished my expectations, however low they were. They did accomplish that. They took the ball away a couple of times, and Georgia only put 31 points on them. And I was expecting Georgia to put at least 48 on this defense. So they were able to do something. But the offense had to score every time they touched the ball, and the offense didn't. And what I didn't like about the offense, it's very, very simple. The receivers have to make plays for your quarterback. Too many drop passes. We had 2 series in a row when we were only down 1 score that we could have tied it up and put us back in the lead if guys wouldn't have dropped passes that hit them in the freaking hands. Period. Ball hits you in the hands, you have to make the catch. You have to help your quarterback out. They didn't do it. And it wasn't our normal culprits on that either. It was different guys. So, you don't help your quarterback out, you lose this game. And that's what happened. Period. I didn't like special teams. I thought special teams were horrible. Kickoff returns, because we were scoring. Kickoff returns, Georgia was returning the ball out 35, 45-yard line. If you're going to allow the other team to return a kickoff to practically midfield, we might as well just go with an onside kick every single freaking time. Put it out of the back of the damn end zone, okay? Obviously, Key was calling it because he was coming over there high-fiving Stewart with these pooch kicks that were returned 30 and 35 yards. Why? I don't know. That's a failed concept. If that was your game plan, it was a bad one. So, did not like special teams whatsoever. I didn't like the defensive game plan whatsoever. Again, I would have been out there with 3 linebackers, and I would have been putting pressure on Georgia, and I would have forced Georgia to throw the freaking ball. And I know that the national news media is giving Carson Beck a crap load of accolades about leading Georgia in another undefeated regular season. Congratulations. He's not that good. Although I do like how he throws the ball. He's got a nice arm. Watched him in warm-ups. He's got a nice spin on the ball. I think he might be a decent quarterback, but he hasn't had to win a game all season long, so we don't know what he can or cannot do. So the accolades have not been earned at all. That Georgia overall team has earned their victories, not their quarterback. All right. So we lose. It sucks. But we competed for 4 quarters. We didn't get blown out. This was not a Bowling Green game. This was not a Boston College game. It was not us getting our asses kicked like against Ole Miss and Clemson. We competed. We lost. We'll see them next year. That's for damn sure. And hopefully King can improve. This is his first year full coaching as a head coach. So he hopes to keep the recruiting class together. Saw where he got another lineman. Hey, the way he's worked our linemen this season, I love to see it. They can get better and like to see that. We need some defensive line help. We definitely need linebacker help. I would like to see some little bit more improvement on DBs, especially on defense. I'd like to see a change in the head of the DC. I'd like to see a new DC. I'd like to see a new linebacker coach. And quite frankly, the way the DBs have played, it's probably not a bad idea to change that over too. So, we definitely need some issues addressed on the defensive side of the ball. That's not why we lost this game. We played a better team. That's why we lost. We had to score, we had to play perfect, and we were not perfect. That's why we lost. So, we got a bowl game. We can bitch, moan, and complain about this one. Get back to work. We got a bowl game. Let's go win it and have a winning season. We haven't had a winning season 2 years into Paul Johnson, so that's 5 years without a winning season. We got a chance of getting one. We need to go to the bowl game. We need to win that damn bowl game, have a winning season, go in the off season, get us some recruits, play like hell, get ready for next year. That's what we need to do. Tantor out.